Panthers Nation, what up, though? It's Aaron Duncan with the Necessary Blunt Sports Talk, recap and analysis of the Panthers and what goes down on this channel. And we have a breaking news update. So check this. The Carolina Panthers have made a trade. Yes, a trade. They've traded their 7th round draft pick linebacker from the University of Michigan, Michael Barrett, to the Seattle Seahawks for a cornerback named Michael Jackson. Yes, we got a Michael for Michael trade, a rare player for player trade. At that, the Panthers add another Jackson to their cornerback room. That adds between Dane Jackson, we got Lamar Jackson, and now we got Michael Jackson. We're just 2 Jackson short from a nickel package that could be the Jackson 5. But this is a much needed trade for the Panthers as they have some question marks at the cornerback position, and I think that this was a phenomenal trade. We're going to look into things like this. We're going to talk about what it means for the team going forward, the cost of this trade, the cost on the salary cap. We're going to take a look at some film. Just a quick little film breakdown to see some highlights of what Michael Jackson is actually capable of. And of course, PFF scores and just what this means for the rest of the cornerback room going forward. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I do these deep dives like this and news and updates for the Carolina Panthers with film breakdowns, live streams and stuff like that. So subscribe down below. And also, I am relaunching my Patreon. The NFL has launched some updates to their film software, so I'm able to be a lot more efficient with my film breakdowns. And so I will be bringing you in-depth analysis of the players, on this team, like nobody else is bringing it to you. So if you want to do that, make sure you subscribe and join that Patreon. The link is down below, patreon.com/UB Sports Talk. So make sure you check that out. But in terms of this, a lot of questions about this. Okay, hey, we know the implications of the trade, but everybody's question is Michael Jackson any good? And I'm here to tell you that Michael Jackson is bad. Really, really bad. And you might be like, Dunk, really? Michael Jackson jokes? Why? Why? I would tell you that it's just human nature to joke about stuff like this, man. And then Dan Morgan, as a general manager, had to really assess that cornerback room and look at the man in the mirror and say, hey, am I going to go into the season with these injuries and with J.C. Horn being the only guy that we could count on? And look, he called up Seattle, said, hey, called up Jackson, said, man, I want to rock with you. I want to rock with you. But unfortunately, we had to tell our 7th round draft pick, you got to beat it and get up out of here in exchange. So we ended up upgrading the cornerback room, in my opinion, for a very low risk, low cost. I promise you no more Michael Jackson jokes for the rest of the video. I promise you. But Michael Jackson's contract is only about $1.05 million. He signed a restructured deal this offseason with the Seahawks, and some people may be saying that, hey, why did they get rid of him? They are fairly deep at cornerback with guys like Tariq Woolen, who they had for a few years ago, and obviously they drafted Witherspoon last year. So Michael Jackson has filled in spot duty in prior places, but this was a guy that was expendable for them. And so we had a need, they had a need, we made a change. I think it's low risk, low cost. But let's look at some of the PFF scores for Michael Jackson, because very, very solid, respectable numbers. Last year he had a 77 grade overall, 71.5 run defense, and 76.9 in terms of coverage. Now, PFF, you may not believe it, you may not trust in it. That's why I got you guys. You know I'm not going to leave you hanging. I have you guys with a little bit of film. Thanks to NFL, they've upgraded their software. I did a quick little deep dive into Michael Jackson. I'm going to show you some top plays from him. Obviously, this is a highlight reel. Okay, this is a highlight reel. This is not going to be all the intricacies and the nuances of what he really he messed up on, but just some of the highlights to show you what he's capable of when he's on the top of his game, because a 77 overall score according to PFF is very, very respectable. He played a solid amount of snaps, almost 500 snaps total for Seahawks in spot duty. In the year before, he played about 1,000 himself. So I want to go into the film room and take a look at some snaps from Michael Jackson. Let's take a look at some plays by Michael, because he's the outside corner. And as he comes across on this dig route, he's going to get in there. You're going to see the length of that 6'1" frame come into play. And like I said, you got a little help from his homeboy to break it up. So here's going to be at the bottom of the screen, matched up against the Eagles with A.J. Brown. This is his best game, the double move by A.J. Brown. He stays stride for stride with them. The ball tries to come, but it's nowhere in play, nowhere for Jalen Hurts to go to. He's going to get in A.J. Brown's face and let him hear about it. Here's another angle just to show how things played out from here, and Jalen Hurts is going to step up and try to give A.J. Brown a shot. It's not really in play, but you can see Jackson is in position, gives a little something to A.J. Brown, and talks to him on the sideline as he skips there. Bottom of the screen here, right here, going to try to screen route. He's going to get physical with Deontay Smith. Boom. Get him on the ground, and Liz Dallas got to feel it, man. I love the physical play from him, man. Here's going to be at the bottom of the screen as well against Dallas Goedert matched up with the tight end. Goedert's going to try him with the double move as well. He's not going for it on the out and up. He doesn't get a target, but you can see stride for stride with the tight end as well. Doing a good job playing physical against the bigger guys as well. Here's same thing at the bottom with Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert tries to out route, goes high. He carries him out of bounds with the pass breakup, man. This is a good competitive play by a cornerback, especially when you're talking low risk trading a 7th round pick for him. And he's only going to cost about $1 million on the deal. Look at this out route. While he's in the air, carry him all the way out of bounds. No rule against you saying that, hey, carrying him out of bounds. Here at the top of the screen, going to be working again here. Off coverage, there's going to be an out route by A.J. Brown. Same thing. He's up in the air, carry him out of bounds. Can't get the feet down. That's good defense by Michael Jackson. It's going to be another angle right here so you can see how he just carries them out of bounds, man. Like I said, he's a smart player. He's experienced. He's played some good football for them in the past. In 2022, he had a great year playing full-time. But he's played a lot of games. Here at the bottom of the screen again, going to be a comeback route, a scramble route here. Last second, PBU on the sideline by him. You're going to see a better pass breakup on the other angle. You're going to see he's going to kind of bait the quarterback into making this throw, but it gives him enough space that he can recover and knock the ball out of bounds. See, Jalen Hurts wants to scramble, but he sees the defense ready, keeps going. Michael Jackson breaks it up, man, with a quality pass breakup. Here at the bottom of the screen against Miles Sanders against the Panthers on a slant route. That's not going to work. Running backs, you got to bring a little something better for that. So I love the competitive nature of Michael Jackson, man. He's a baller. Like I said, these are highlights, so this is not the full perspective, but you can see the discipline, the competitive moxie that he has, the experience playing in that off coverage and zone at times, but also going against tight ends and bigger body wide receivers, just physical as well with smaller wide receivers. So I like the all-around package for a low-risk deal for Michael Jackson. Again, very, very good job on some of these plays, man, going against some good teams like the Eagles, of course. You had to play against us and, of course, the 49ers. So you've seen, like I said, what he's capable of. Now, he will be counted on to be that cornerback 2 slot, especially with those injuries, and it just says a lot. It says that, hey, they may not trust who they have. They do have Shaw Smith-Wade, who they drafted this year. They have DiCaprio Boodle, who they picked up last year, and, of course, they have Deshaun Jameson, who's a guy that they claimed off waivers last year. All those guys have their hits and misses. I personally thought that Deshaun Jameson was in the lead for this position battle, but he's a little bit undersized. And you see the contrast between what he is at 5'9" and what Michael Jackson is at 6'1". They want those taller, lengthier corners, especially when you're going against guys like Drake London and guys like, of course, Mike Evans in this division when you're going against receivers and stuff. So you definitely need that height. So I'm actually happy with this deal. Very low cost, very disciplined, and what Dan Morgan talked about. Did not go after a big name, high price guy. We'll see how he is when he comes in and gets ready for us as we prepare for week 1 with the season. But you guys let me know down below in the comments, what's your thoughts on Michael Jackson and everything that I showed you guys on the tape, the cost that we took to trade him. Are you pissed off about us giving up our 7th round pick linebacker who had a pretty solid game last game? Let me know all your thoughts down below. Let's chop it up, man. See if you feel better about this cornerback room going forward. Well, without further ado, my name is Aaron Duncan, signing off for the Necessary Blunt Sports Talk. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I'll see you next time. Peace.